Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Lunc, whose current price stands at the $0.0002352 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 0.68%. and in this video I want to give you the key scenarios that I expect to play out, basing my analysis on the Elliot waves and the Fibonacci's, and also the key areas of support and resistances. And I'll kickstart the video by giving a brief of what has been happening on this chart. Lunc, from these low prices that we had been trading within, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, which had been obeying this Elliot wave structure, having our wave 5 taking us back to around the $0.00059 mark. And having seen the formation of this Elliot wave structure to the upper side, we can now name that fractal wave as a higher Elliot wave count 1. And whatever we expect after the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 1 is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, and I believe that is what has been playing out here on the Lunc chart. And you can see we saw a very nice drop to the lower side in the formation of that higher Elliot wave count 2, making our low at around the $0.00017 mark. And after making the low for that second wave, we saw a very nice impulsive movement to the upper side, making our high at around the $0.00037 mark. And after making that high, we have been seeing a bit of a impulsive movement to the lower side. And after the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2, whatever we expect next is the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3, and I believe that is what is playing out here on the Lunc chart. And because the third wave is an impulsive wave, I also expect to see fractal waves in formation within that third wave to the upper side, and I believe that is what is playing out. After making our low for that second wave, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side, which has been obeying the Elliot wave structures, having that as a first wave to the upper side. Then we saw a very nice retracement over here in the formation of a wave 2. Then I expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this fractal wave that we can see over here, so that it can also give us the key scenarios that we expect to play out. After making our low, we saw a very nice bounce to the upper side. Then after making the high for that first wave, saw a very nice retracement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2. And because a wave 2 is a retracement of the first wave, we can use the Fibonacci's to get a minimum retracement area to the lower side for that second wave, connecting the fibs from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, and that gives me a minimum retracement area between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.618, and I can mark that target area here on the charts like that. And you can see Lunc respected that movement to the lower side. We retraced into that target area, but at some point you can see we lost that target area and continued pushing lower. We even lost a key area of support at around the $0.00025 mark, and after losing that key area of support, you can see we are seeing a retest of the lower side of the support line. That is this movement right here. We lost that key area of support in that movement. Then we have seen a retest of that key area of support, and there's a possibility that maybe lower prices could be coming our way after seeing this retest, and there's also a possibility that the retest might not be a success and we might continue pushing higher, manage to break above that key area of resistance once more and continue pushing higher. And also basing it on the Fibonacci's, we also need to have some invalidation points for this second wave that we are seeing right here, because from what we can see over here, there's a possibility of us invalidating this movement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's once more, connecting them from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, I would expect this wave 2 not to lose the fib level 0.78 fib level, and that is at around the $0.00022 mark. So in case we lose that key area on the Fibonacci, then I'll have to restructure my Elliot wave structure here on this chart and maybe view this whole movement as a wave 2. That is an ABC corrective, a massive ABC corrective movement, having this as the wave A, then a wave B, then in case we make a new low, then that will be the low for that ABC corrective movement, and also name it as the low for that higher Elliot wave count 2. Then we can start sketching out a movement to the upper side in the formation of a third wave. Getting back to this fractal wave that we have right here, within this movement to the lower side in the formation of a wave 2, we have also seen a chart pattern which has been in formation right here, which is a triangle, having the upper side of the triangle as this trend line that I have over here. Then we have this horizontal line as the baseline for that triangle, and this is a chart pattern that I would expect. We have seen a breakout to the lower side, and to get a target area for that breakout, we can get the height between of the triangle using a trend line, then place it down here to give us a minimum target area to the lower side, and that gives me a minimum target area back to around the $0.00016 mark. So there is a possibility, in case we have a retest of this support line and continue pushing lower, there's a possibility of Lunc getting back to around the $0.00016 mark. But in between here, we also have key areas of support, and that is the next thing that we should have in mind. The key area of support that is in between that target area, and that is at around the $0.00018 mark. So in case we continue seeing lower prices, that key area of support could give us support before we see a very nice bounce to the upper side. Also, sketching a target area for that higher Elliot wave count 3, assuming that Lunc won't invalidate this Elliot wave structure that it has been obeying, we can sketch out a target area for this higher Elliot wave count 3, which is right here, using a trend based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the new low that we made in this movement right here, and that gives me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.0000153 mark. So in case we continue pushing higher, we can maximize that target area, then also complete the formation of a higher of this wave 5 to complete a higher Elliot wave count 1, also giving you a target area for that higher Elliot wave count 3, connecting it from the low of this wave 1 to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of that wave 2 that I have right here, and that gives me a minimum target area to the upper side in the formation of that high Elliot wave count 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $0.0001 mark. And that, in case that plays out, then Lunc will be losing 1-0. Also taking a look at the indicators to see what movements will be supported. Here on the 1 hour RSI, we are trading at around the 50.49 mark, and that means we have massive room for us to support any movement to the upper side. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD you have printed a bullish cross, and that would mean higher prices could be coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.